Okay, so we're going to be learning about shapes today. Do you see any shapes on this? Okay, yeah, we see a circle, very good, and a rectangle, good job, and a triangle, good job. Yep, and they're all different colors, you're right. Okay, so now what shape is this? This is a square. Good job. It's a square because all the sides are the same, so it's a square. And this one is a circle, yep. And this one is a triangle because there are three sides. Triangle. Do you know the shape? Some of you might call it an egg, but I would say that it's called an oval because an egg is an object. This is a shape, so we call it an oval. And this one, it's not a square because it's not the same on every side because these sides are really long and these sides are short. So we call it a rectangle. Good job. So then we have this. What are these? These are blocks. Very good. Did you play with them when you were younger? Probably. I did. Do you know what shape these blocks are? Is it, okay, yeah, it's a square because they're the same. We have the same on every side, the same. And this one is a circle. But what's the object? The object is a soccer ball, correct. And you said it's a circle. Good job. You know your circle shapes. Now this one is, it is ice cream, but what else could we, what's the ice cream inside of? Yeah, it's inside an ice cream cone. Good job. Now it's kind of tricky because it's upside down. What shape is this cone? What shape is it? It has three sides, so it's a triangle. And this one, these are eggs, right? But do you remember the name of the shape of an egg? They're ovals, right? They're kind of like circles, but they're stretched out. They're ovals. And this is a refrigerator. Yeah, we all have them in our house. And its shape is, because it's long here, and it's short here, down here, so it's called a rectangle. Good job. So next we have our square. We said that our blocks are square because they're the same on every side. And we said that our soccer ball is a circle because it's round like a circle. And we said that, see, this one's not as tricky. We said that our cone, our ice cream cone, is a triangle. Now they look the same. And we said that our eggs are ovals. And our refrigerator is a rectangle. So, we have our square. Yeah, we see squares. And then we have our block. But I want you to look at this block. We have a square here, right? But then look, there's another side to it. It's not just flat like this. There's more to it. There's dimension to it. You could hold it. Where this you can't really hold because it's just on a piece of paper. But you can hold blocks. You can build with them. This one has like 2 squares on it right there. You see that? And this one too, 2 squares. We call that a cube. It's called our 3D shape. 3-dimensional, 3D shape. So we have our square and our cube. Our cube is a 3D square because there's more sides to it. More than just this front. There's also the back and the sides, and you can hold on to it. So then we have our circle, and we said that our ball is the same as our circle because it's round, but you can hold on to your ball and you can't hold on to your circle. So we're going to say that it's a sphere because spheres you can hold on to. They have shape to them. They are three-dimensional, 3D. So our ball, yeah, just a picture of a ball. It could be a circle, but if you're holding on to it, we call it a sphere, or 3D shape. And then we have our triangle. And we said that our cone, although it's upside down, is still a triangle. But this triangle you can't hold on to, and this one you can, so we call it a cone. It's the same. We call it a cone. Ice cream cone, or just cone. We'll call it a cone because you can hold on to it. 3D. So then we have an oval. Right, it's not an egg, it's an oval because that's the name of the shape. And then we have our eggs right here. But because you can hold on to this egg and you can't hold on to this oval, we're going to call it a different word. We're going to call it an ovoid. An ovoid, which is the 3D name for an oval. It's 3D, means you can hold on to it. I know we've said that a lot, but that's important to know. Then we have our rectangle. And we said that our refrigerator is our rectangle, but we have to put things into our refrigerator. So it has dimension, it has depth. It's not just flat, it's not just this front, but there's like shelves inside and milk and things like that. So we call it a prism. A prism, because there's this other side right here. We can't see it in this picture, but there's a side and then it goes against our wall right there. So we call it a prism, which is our 3D name. Now, I want you to look at this and tell me what this is. It's an ice cube. Right, an ice cube. And here we have, you might have them in your classroom. Yeah, it's the map. Well, what kind of map is this? We would call it a globe, correct. And this is you use it in gym, or we use it outside for safety. It tells us where there might be danger. We call it a safety cone. And this, we're going to look right in the middle, right here. Do you know what this is? It's part of a necklace. We could call it a jewel or a gem. Yeah. And then right here we have a building, a very tall building. Sometimes we call skyscrapers. Now look at these shapes. All of these shapes. What is the 3D name of this? Remember, we have like cube or sphere or cone. What's this one? A cube, right. The name helps because it's called an ice cube. A cube. Now this one might be a little tricky. What's this? It's like a circle, but you can hold on to it. So our 3D name is it a sphere or a cone? Yeah, it's a sphere. And then here we have our cone, which is also the 3D name, cone. That's really helping us out, huh? And then right here we have our jewel in the middle, but what would we call this 3D shape if we were to hold on to it? It's not an oval. It sounds the same though. It's an ovoid. Yep. And then right here we have a skyscraper. But it's not just a rectangle because it doesn't just have this side. It also has this side too. And people go inside of it. You can't go inside a rectangle, but you can go inside you remember a prism. It's called a prism. So we have a cube, a sphere, a cone, an ovoid, and a prism. Now we're going to move on. We're going to move on to something different. We're going to move on to pattern. That's what this says. This says pattern. Now a pattern is something that repeats. It lets us know that it's going to be the same later on. So it repeats. So it's a pattern. So we have a square and a rectangle, and then a square and a rectangle, and then a square and a rectangle. So it repeats. Square, rectangle, square, rectangle, square, rectangle, square, rectangle. Then we go to a Yeah, we'd go to a square and then a rectangle. It repeats, so this pattern lets us know what's coming next. Then we have a different pattern here. What's the same about this pattern? Yeah, they all have the same shape. We don't have like a triangle and a circle, we just have all triangles. But what's different about this pattern is the color. We have a blue rectangle and triangle and a purple triangle and a blue triangle and a purple triangle and a blue. So we go blue, purple, blue, purple, blue, purple. Yep, that would be the end of it because that's what comes next. Blue, purple, blue, purple, blue, purple. That's the pattern. Then we have this. Now we all know what these are. I eat them for breakfast sometimes. It's Fruit Loops. And they're really good for pattern because they're all the same shape. They're all circles. But you can have all different colors. This is a long one. We have red, orange, yellow, purple, green, blue. Then again, we have red, orange, yellow, purple, green, blue. And again, red, orange, yellow, purple, green, blue. Then we'd have, start over at the beginning, you'd have red, orange, yellow, purple, green, blue, and that could go on and on and on. You could just have a big circle because it's a pattern. It just repeats. Now this one's a little different. We have two things that are different. We have different colors. We have red and purple, and we have different shapes. We have a circle and not a square, but a cube. So it's red, purple, or circle, cube, circle, cube. So it's red circle, purple cube, red circle, purple cube. What would come next? A red circle. Right, a red circle. And we're going to have another one, and this one has two things different as well. We have, again, a circle, but what color is this circle? This circle is orange. And we have a rectangle, and this rectangle is blue. And then orange circle and a blue rectangle. So orange circle, blue rectangle, orange circle, blue rectangle, orange circle, blue rectangle. That would be what comes next because it's a pattern. It tells us what comes next. And that's the end. That's all we have. So we had all of our shapes. We had our squares and our circles, triangles, ovals, and rectangles. We had our 3D shapes, which are when you can hold them, the name that we call them, like a cube and a cone. Those are different. And then we have our pattern, which helps us know what is going to come next. And that's everything we learned today. Good job!